ठीक है, आई थिंक हाँ ये मैंने यूट्यूब का लाइव स्ट्रीम का लिंक भी प्लेस कर दिया है. सो एनी वन वॉन्ट टू शेयर इट, यू कैन शेयर इट अक्रॉस. 1 second, I'll also put this into WhatsApp and then we'll get started quickly. You okay, cool. Sure. I think थोड़े बहुत और लोग बाकी हैं and then we'll get started. Great. I think good enough. So just give me 2 minutes. I'll be back. और कोई बचा है क्या? ओके, I'll get started. मेरी आवाज़ आ रही है ना?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, clear.
So we'll get started with the thing. I'll just open the handbook to make you understand कि changes क्या हुआ. तो हम लोग आज 3 चीज़ें डिस्कस करेंगे. फर्स्ट इज़ कि BDes में क्या चेंज हुआ है, सेकेंड इज़ MDes में क्या चेंज हुआ है, थर्ड इज़ SOP कैसे लगता है, and why we should be worrying about it and why we should not be worrying about it. This is what is important. डरने की कोई ज़रूरत नहीं है क्योंकि चेंजेस होते रहते हैं. चेंजेस आर नेचर. ऐसा कुछ भी नहीं है जो पहले हुआ नहीं है, ऐसा कुछ भी नहीं है जो कभी होगा नहीं. एवरीथिंग इज साइक्लिक. होता ही है चेंजेस दैट यू कैन नॉट कंट्रोल मच. ठीक है, आई जस्ट शेयर माई स्क्रीन टू शो यू व्हाट इज़ द what is the thing which is changing. Okay, I think we have reached to the limit. अब लोग में भी नहीं ज्वाइन कर पाएंगे. We have already reached to 100. Let's see. Okay, cool. I think देखो BDes में सबसे पहले let's start with BDes. What is changing in BDes? सो एग्ज़ाम पैटर्न थोड़ा बहुत चेंज हुआ है, नॉट ड्रास्टिकली. BDes के लिए देयर इज़ नॉट मच ऑफ चेंज, बट येस MDes के लिए काफ़ी ज़्यादा चेंजेस हुए हैं. BDes के लिए देयर आर चेंजेस इन मेंस, वाइल MDes के लिए इन जनरल दोनों पार्ट में चेंज हुए हैं. नाउ लेट्स अंडरस्टैंड कि इसका मतलब क्या है. हाउ डू यू should you be worrying about it, should you not be worrying about it. We'll cover all the questions. Keep your questions towards the end. I think वो सारे हम cover कर सकते हैं. ठीक है. So
Your voice is cracking.
sorry, hello,
Voice is cracking.
your voice is very less, Viren. Can you be better? आवाज़ नहीं आ रही मेरे, बिल्कुल नहीं आ रही आवाज़. देखो चलो ठीक है, कोई इशू नहीं है। पहले देखते हैं कि इम्पॉर्टेंट डेट्स क्या हैं। इम्पॉर्टेंट डेट्स, इम्पॉर्टेंट जो एडमिशन आपको मिलेंगे वो 5 कॉलेजेस हैं। एक मेन कैंपस है NID अहमदाबाद का, और बाकी 4 एक्सटेंशन कैंपसेस हैं जो कि आंध्र प्रदेश, हरियाणा, मध्य प्रदेश और आसाम में है। जो B.Des का एग्ज़ाम होता है वो सारे एग्ज़ाम्स के लिए, सारे कॉलेजेस के लिए सेम होता है। टॉप जो रैंक्स होते हैं वो अहमदाबाद में जाते हैं, बाकी उसके नीचे वाले रैंक्स जो हैं बाकी 4 कॉलेजेस में जाते हैं, जो कि रिस्पेक्टिवली NID जोरहाट, NID विजयवाड़ा, NID कुरुक्षेत्र और NID हाँ NID मध्य प्रदेश है। ठीक है। डिज़ाइन एप्टीट्यूड टेस्ट जैसे हमेशा से होते आए हैं, इस बार 2 वीक पहले हो रहे हैं, विच इज़ ऑन 21 दिसंबर, और इसके रिज़ल्ट, प्रीलिम्स के रिज़ल्ट B.Des के लिए 4 अप्रैल को आएंगे। अब यहाँ पे चेंजेस क्या हुए हैं, पहले जो सिलेक्शंस होते थे प्रीलिम्स में वो थोड़े ज़्यादा थे, इस बार वो घट गए। तो दैट मीन्स कि यहाँ पे थोड़ा सा एफर्ट ज़्यादा डालना पड़ेगा। और क्या क्या ऐड हुआ है वो देखते हैं। पहली बात, जो भी आप प्रीलिम्स दोगे उसमें क्वालिफाई, जो भी मार्क्स आपको मिलेंगे प्रीलिम्स में वो क्वालिफाई करने के लिए बस काम आएंगे, एंड देन मेंस में उसका कोई वेटेज नहीं होगा। लास्ट ईयर तक प्रीलिम्स में जो भी मार्क्स आपको मिलते थे उसका वेटेज होता था, ऑलमोस्ट 40% वेटेज होता था मेंस में। तो प्रीलिम्स में आप कैसा परफॉर्म कर रहे हो एंड मेंस में कैसा परफॉर्म कर रहे हो, दोनों का परफॉर्मेंस आपका मैटर करता था। यहाँ पे जैसे आप प्रीलिम्स क्वालिफाई करोगे उसके बाद उस मार्क्स का कोई वैल्यू नहीं रहेगा, आपको पूरा मेंस का फ्रेश मार्किंग होगा। ठीक है। नाउ कमिंग ऑन टू number of people who will be eligible to clear exam would be 1.5 times of number of seats। जैसे कि number of seats is 128, तो number of people who will be qualifying for the mains round would be 1.5 times of 128 for Ahmedabad campus, and you can calculate for further other campuses also। ठीक है। So that's how it will be। This is the major change। Now second round में क्या इंट्रोड्यूस हो रहा है। सेकेंड राउंड में पहले एक्सप्लिसिटली मेंशन नहीं करता था NID, बट इस साल एक्सप्लिसिटली मेंशन किया है कि स्टूडियो सेंसिटिविटी टेस्ट, बेसिकली स्टूडियो टेस्ट और इन पर्सन सेंसिटिविटी टेस्ट होगा। अब स्टूडियो सेंसिटिविटी टेस्ट और इन पर्सन सेंसिटिविटी टेस्ट का मतलब क्या होता है, दैट इज़ व्हाट यू हैव टू अंडरस्टैंड। ओके, सो स्टूडियो सेंसिटिविटी टेस्ट का जनरल मतलब वेरी सिमिलर टू स्टूडियो टेस्ट है, जहाँ पे आपको मटेरियल हैंडलिंग करने के लिए बोला जाएगा, या फिर कोई मॉडल मेकिंग के लिए बोला जाएगा, या फिर XYZ कुछ भी आपको दिया जा सकता है। और दूसरा बात, इन पर्सन सेंसिटिविटी टेस्ट का मतलब क्या होता है, इन पर्सन सेंसिटिविटी टेस्ट का मतलब क्या होता है कि हो सकता है आपको कोई ऑडियो विजुअल दिखाया जाए, ये ऑलरेडी होता आ रहा है, there's no much difference to it। so कोई आपको वीडियो दिखाया जाएगा, आपको कुछ क्वेश्चन पूछा जाएगा, एंड देन यू हैव टू राइट आंसर्स और मेक मॉडल्स on the based of that। another part in person sensitivity test is कि like analyzing what your personality is, आपका personality कैसा है डिज़ाइन के लिए। so they can also access कि okay who you are as a person and how do you fit well into design। so this is what is called as in-person sensitivity test। this would be called as in-person sensitivity test, and this is how the introduction of new things have been done in mains exam। so DAT prelims में कोई changes नहीं हो रहे हैं, जैसे पहले होता था वैसे ही होगा। number of selection is 1.5 times जो कि होगा, एंड इन पर्सन सेंसिटिविटी टेस्ट एक्सप्लिसिटली मेंशन किया गया है, तो it might not be exact interview but it will be relevant according to interview। ठीक है। So these are the major changes in the people were selected three times earlier as compared to this year. They have made 1.5 times. So NIDs will use the score of DAT means for admission of their respective institution. If seats remain vacant, independent NID may conduct additional DAT means exam for admission to vacant seats in respective campuses. Now, if you are targeting to NID Ahmedabad, there is no other exam that is going to happen. अगर सीट बचती है तो, लेकिन अगर सीट नहीं अगर सीट बाकी के 4 कॉलेजेस में बचती हैं जो कि आंध्र प्रदेश, हरियाणा, विजयवाड़ा और जोरहाट है, वहाँ पे वो सारे NIDs अपने इंडिविजुअली एग्ज़ाम्स कंडक्ट करा सकते हैं अपने सीट को फिल करने के लिए, जो कि NID अहमदाबाद में नहीं होगा. दिस इज़ एडिशनल थिंग. पहले ऐसा नहीं होता था. पहले सीट फिलिंग जो है एक साथ होती थी. अभी NID अहमदाबाद को सेपरेट करके बाकी कॉलेज को सेपरेट कर दिया. ठीक है. सो दीज आर द मेजर अनाउंसमेंट और मेजर अपडेट्स इन द B.Des का एडमिशन प्रोसेस. दीज आर द डेट्स जैसे पहले होती थी वैसे ही अभी भी हैं. कोई अलग से न्यूअर एडिशन ऑफ एलिमेंट नहीं है. बस ये है कि आपका एग्ज़ाम जो है 2 हफ्ते पहले शिफ्ट हो गया है. सो दिस वॉज इट फ्रॉम द B.Des साइड, जो कि आपको जानना चाहिए. नाउ बिफोर आई मूव टू द MDes पार्ट, डज एनीवन हैव एनी क्वेश्चंस बिफोर वी मूव? Yes, tell me. Unmute yourself. Tell.
My question is, will be there portfolio round for B.Des?
It is suggested to have portfolio. See, even if it is not mentioned like explicitly that there would be a requirement for portfolio, but always have a portfolio ready. It is good for it is good in every context. पोर्टफोलियो तुम्हारा बना रहेगा. यू विल नॉट बी वरीड कि ओके व्हाट इफ दे माइट आस्क फॉर पोर्टफोलियो. You'll
Okay,
always
because I'm
write
working
it.
on one right now.
Yeah. So
And also, can you predict the general cutoff rank for 2026?
Very hard to predict because every year it fluctuates a lot. So so commenting on, you can always check the previous year cutoff rank, but that is also not very legible considering every year pattern keeps on changing. NID is known for changing pattern every year or every 2 years. So it is very hard to predict how would this be happening. So cutoff rank जैसा कुछ नहीं है. cutoff marks would be a better word. cutoff rank तो देखो कुछ नहीं चेंज हो रहा है. जितना भी सीट है, नंबर ऑफ सीट्स इंटू 1.5 टाइम्स, दैट इज द cutoff rank. एज सिंपल एज दैट. तो उसमें कोई मैथ्स नहीं है, उसमें कुछ प्रेडिक्शन नहीं है. दैट इज एज सिंपल एज दैट. नाउ मार्क्स जो होते हैं, you can assume anywhere scoring 60% and above to be able to qualify for.
How much
60% of total marks of and above to be able to qualify for general category. Okay. कैटेगरी का बाइफर्केशन क्लियरली दिया हुआ है यहाँ पे कि कट ऑफ कितना होगा. लेट मी जस्ट टेक यू थ्रू दैट. अगर आप एडमिशन हैंडबुक देखोगे तो वहाँ पे क्लियरली मेंशन है कि कितने % कट ऑफ पे वी आर गोइंग टू अलाउ पीपल. सो वन सेकेंड. और वन मेजर थिंग कि जैसे मैंने बोला कि प्रीलिम्स के मार्क्स अब मेंस में ऐड नहीं होने वाले हैं, तो यू ऑल्सो नीड टू नो कि हाउ मच ऑफ वेटेज इज देयर. फर्स्टली वन सेकेंड, आई विल जस्ट ओपन इट क्विकली टू शो. So weightages of final result is in-person sensitivity test would constitute 40% of your marks. Studio sensitivity test, which is model making and everything, would constitute 60% of your marks. So based on these 2 marks in mains, you will be finally allotted a seat or a place in merit list. That's how it is going to be. Okay. Eligibility criteria wise, people eligibility criteria wise, let me go to the eligibility criteria. We'll sort it out for you. Eligibility is on page 8. तो eligibility criteria like B.Des के लिए it is not very complex. If you are in 10+2, you can apply for it. Or even if you have done after 10, you have done a diploma, which many people do. Then also you are eligible for applying to B.Des. ठीक है. Or that is the main thing that you need to do. Like there is not much of thing you can, anything which is mentioned here as eligibility is very straightforward. There's absolutely nothing that you need to worry about. MDes के लिए बहुत सारे कॉम्प्लिकेशंस होते हैं कि MDes में ये लोग अलाउ हैं, वो लोग अलाउ हैं. B.Des के लिए इतना नहीं होता है. B.Des के लिए स्ट्रेट फॉरवर्ड है. एंड यहाँ पे candidates who can apply for this can be second. I think we cannot allow more people. People will be kicked out otherwise. Okay. How, Kash, coming to your question. So people who are born after 1 July 2005 are only eligible to apply for admission in B.Des. For OBC category, people who are born after 1 July 2002 are eligible for admission. People who are in people with disabilities, they will be they can be eligible for applying if they are born after 1 July 2000. And foreign nationals, which does not apply generally to you, like for same general wala eligibility criteria is the same for them. So these are the things. Before moving on to MDes, I just want to take a few more questions to just understand things from you. Yes, guys.
Sir, how will they evaluate your personality? You said they'll evaluate your personality towards design and all. So how will they do that?
देखो,
Will it be written or
okay.
interview?
It will not be written. It will not be written.
Okay.
Just give me a moment, guys. I think my network has. Okay.
Sir, when does the mains exam usually happen? Like
It happens.
after April?
Yeah, the moment prelims are announced, within 10-15 days, the mains will start getting conducted. Okay, now, hello.
Sir, one more question. So how exactly will they do it? You know, like it will basically be an interview for that.
That is what. See, it does not mean ki it does not at all mean कि it has to be an interview. So अभी मैं बताता हूँ how it has, like ये पहले से होता है, like this is nothing new. I'm telling you this is nothing new. It's just कि यहाँ पे इन्होंने mention कर दिया है इस बार. ये पहले भी होता है,
Okay.
ये अभी भी होता है. तो there are few people who observe you. Once you
Okay.
once you do certain things, they observe you. So what happens is कि they analyze कि okay, how are you thinking, how are you doing things, how are you behaving on certain parts. They will observe you very closely and then they would assign marks based on that. They would be able to decide, okay, this person is good for, this person is right for design, this person maybe needs a better way. So
When do they observe you? While studio test or?
a studio test may it can happen while you are showing your portfolio. For MDes, it particularly happens during the interview. So there are a panel of 4 people who are sitting. Three of them are faculty members. One person is a psychologist who just observes. He does not ask questions. He just observes. So these people
Okay.
are psychologists who are part of the admission process. So this
Okay.
already existed. ये हमेशा से exist करता था. This is nothing new. That is what I'm telling. कि डरने की बात इसलिए नहीं है क्योंकि बस अभी चीज़ें एक्सप्लिसिटली बोल दी गई हैं. दैट इज़ वाई पीपल आर वरीड कि ओके नाउ व्हाट शुड आई डू. देयर इज एब्सोल्युटली नथिंग मोर चेंजिंग.
Okay, right.
ठीक है.
So it can also be like a person sitting down and asking you questions, or it can be observing you. Okay, right. Thank you.
Like generally it will not be someone asking questions, it would be more towards observation.
Okay, thank you, sir.
The हाँ उत्कर्ष बताओ, you had questions.
मैं ये बोल रहा था यूट्यूब पे भी बहुत सारे के लोग क्वेश्चन है करके
ओके यूट्यूब पे.
और गाइस जिसको जो बोलना है तो अनम्यूट करके बोला करो, थोड़ा इजी हो जाएगा सबके लिए. चैट सब अवॉइड करो फिलहाल अभी.
Okay, how many portfolio can be offline or digital or both? Like it can be anything. It can be anything. Literally it does not matter portfolio किस फॉर्म में है. आप लिटरली एक बड़े से बॉक्स में अपने वर्क को लेके जा सकते हो. दैट इज ऑल्सो कंसिडर्ड एज पोर्टफोलियो. और क्या है? आई थिंक या और किसी का कोई क्वेश्चन?
ये मेरा क्वेश्चन है.
हाँ बताओ आदित्य.
मेरा ये क्वेश्चन था कि जैसे न्यू जो पैटर्न है उसमें ये है ना कि एक फैकल्टी के अंदर जितने स्ट्रीम्स है उससे कोरिलेटेड.
रुक जाओ अभी एमडेस पे नहीं आए हैं, अभी बताते हैं.
ओह सॉरी मैं भी ज्वाइन किया ना, सॉरी.
हाँ एरम यस.
जो पीडीएफ
थोड़ी तुम्हारी आवाज़ ब्रेक हो रही है.
ओके हेलो
यस.
सर मैंने वो पीडीएफ पढ़ी थी तो उसमें एक चीज़ लिखी थी कि जो जनरल की सीट्स होती हैं वो मतलब हर कैटेगरी के लिए अवेलेबल होती हैं. तो लाइक इसका मतलब मुझे समझ नहीं आया कि उसमें लिखा था जनरल सीट्स आर जनरल ईडब्ल्यूएस एससी एसटी एवरीवन.
ओके आई टेल यू व्हाट डज दिस मीन. देखो जैसे कभी कभी क्या होता है, सीट वेकेंट हो जाती है. ठीक है. देयर हैज़ बीन इंस्टेंसेस एट एनआईडी जहाँ पे एलिजिबल लोग नहीं मिले हैं कि एलिजिबल लोग नहीं मिले हैं, तो दे चोज टू कीप द सीट वेकेंट. 15 सीट्स का पूरा स्ट्रीम है, उनको 10 एलिजिबल कैंडिडेट्स मिले. उनको लगा कि हाँ ये 10 लोग डिजर्व करते हैं, तो दे हैव जस्ट गिवन एडमिशन टू दोज 10 पीपल व्हाइल कीपिंग 5 सीट्स वेकेंट. बट इन रिसेंट ईयर क्या हुआ है, पिछले 5-6 साल में क्या हुआ है, देयर हैज़ बीन प्रेशर फ्रॉम गवर्नमेंट ऑल्सो टू फिल सीट्स एंड ऑल. सो अभी क्या है कि इफ़ दे डू नॉट फाइंड पीपल इन जनरल कैटेगरी फॉर फिलिंग दोज all seats, which is 7 to 8 seats in general category for MDes, and almost 25 around 25 to 30 seats around in or maybe more, just check the number in the general category for B.Des. तो होता क्या है कि वो जो एम्प्टी सीट्स होती हैं, अगर कोई ज़्यादा डिज़र्विंग पर्सन मिल जाता है ओबीसी, नॉन क्रीमी लेयर या एससी एसटी, पीडब्ल्यूडी या ओवरसीज़ कैंडिडेट से, तो अगर सीट खाली रहती है तो उनको दे दिया जाता है. इट्स नॉट लाइक कि प्रेफरेंस हमेशा होगा कि अगर जनरल की सीट सारी भर रही है तो दे विल बी स्टेइंग ऑन द वेट लिस्ट अंटिल दे डू नॉट फाइंड एनी वेकेंट सीट वहाँ पे. तो जब तक वेकेंट सीट जनरल कैटेगरी में नहीं होती है तब तक वो कंसिडरेशन नहीं होता है. तो पीपल हु आर ऑन वेट लिस्ट 1 2 3 4 ये कैटेगरी में अगर वहाँ पे सीट्स वेकेंट हैं एंड दे आर डिजर्विंग पीपल लाइक एनआईडी चूजेस टू फिल दोज सीट्स, अदरवाइज नॉट.
ओके सर, थैंक यू.
ठीक है. यस यादवी.
Yeah, so I had a question about the new, I don't know if it's new or not, but the things we have to fill in the form, the 3 questions. So,
Not new.
hello?
It's not new. That is a statement of
Not
hope.
used. Will it be used in the mains exam?
Yeah, it is used.
Okay.
I'll cover that in towards the last of the session. Abhi we have just covered B.Des ka changes. We are now going to cover MDes ka changes, and then okay, I think
Thank you.
Yeah, no worries. Yes, Shankar, tell me.
गुड मॉर्निंग सर। सर मेरे को एक डाउट था कि सर मैंने 2024 में अपना 12th कंप्लीट किया था, तो क्या मैं इस ईयर मतलब 2026 जो एलिजिबिलिटी क्राइटेरिया है उसके हिसाब से मैं दे सकता हूँ?
दे सकते हो।
ओके सर, थैंक यू सर।
People who are not able to अगर आपके friends हैं who are not able to join this meeting, just ask them to join the YouTube link, because we are already at the brim of filling this meet call. So just ask them to join on YouTube, ask the questions there. Yes, Anushka, what exactly does NID look or want in a candidate? Okay. Now see, whenever you are applying for NID is looking, see, any design school, be it NID or IDC, they are not at all looking at the skill only. They are looking at who you are as a person and how you can bring that personality into design to make design more valuable. That is the whole context of this whole admission process. अगर आप सोचोगे कि I'll be great at sketching and I'll nail everything, that's not going to happen. क्योंकि sketching तो कोई भी अच्छा कर लेगा ना. People who do not have thinking, they can also sketch well. Now consider people, I will not deem people who are from fine arts, but people who are doing fine arts, they are not doing very objective things in fine arts. They are expressing themselves, right? But when it comes to design, you do the same thing with objective. That is why it is called as design. So how can you bring out your core experiences, how you can bring out your own experiences into design to make design happen? That is what NID or any design school is looking at. Specifically, I would tell IITs and NIDs. And that is what is evaluated throughout the admission process. Even the questions reflect those changes. If you see on NID, you will not find too many numerical questions. It is more about visual perception. Can you identify things? Can you understand things in a world context? That is the kind of question which is there. और आपको यही करना होता है, ठीक है? So that is the expectation of NID from you, ठीक है? यस शुभांकर, बताओ।
सर जो मतलब प्रोडक्ट डिजाइन या फिर कोई भी मतलब पोस्टर डिजाइन वाले क्वेश्चंस होते हैं, बेसिकली कुछ में मतलब लास्ट में दिया नहीं होता है कि वो कलर करना जरूरी है कि नहीं। तो जिस क्वेश्चन में अगर लास्ट में दिया ना हो कि कलर करना है कि नहीं, मेंशन ना हो, तो क्या वो सर उसमें हम लोग कर सकते हैं, वो प्लस पॉइंट होगा?
देखो, जब तक क्वेश्चन में ना मेंशन किया हो तब तक तुम्हें कलर नहीं करना है. एज सिंपल एज दैट. यूज हैचिंग, यूज शेडिंग, दैट इज मोर देन इनफ. आई डोंट थिंक कि हैचिंग एंड शेडिंग से ऊपर, लाइक आई पर्सनली विल टेल, मैंने अपने NID के एग्ज़ाम में आई डिड नॉट यूज सिंगल कलर. I just used hatching, I just used shading, or it worked. Until and unless ki you are applying for some branches like textile design or ceramic design, very particular branches, then that is the time where actually you need to think colors. But generally questions में mention नहीं होता है, that is your choice. अगर बाद में समय मिलता है, you can go ahead, fill those colors and get done with that. But essentially you don't need to put colors until it is mentioned otherwise. ठीक है
सर? और इस साल वो सेकंड राउंड में जो होगा इन पर्सन एबिलिटी टेस्ट, वो जो सर, उसमें क्या पोर्टफोलियो दिखाना पड़ेगा?
पोर्टफोलियो रेडी रखो. डोंट अज्यूम कि पोर्टफोलियो दिखाएंगे नहीं दिखाएंगे. कीप द पोर्टफोलियो रेडी. दैट इज़ व्हाट माय सजेशन वुड बी, इवन इफ दे डोंट आस्क, बिकॉज ये आपको इसके ज़्यादा डिटेल्स आपको जब प्रीलिम्स ख़त्म हो जाएंगे, जब मेंस के लिए आप क्वालिफाई करोगे, तो उस समय पता चलते हैं, क्योंकि व्हाट आर द न्यूएंसेस ऑफ इट. यहाँ पे एक्सप्लिसिटली मेंशन नहीं किया है, बट द मोमेंट यू क्लियर द प्रीलिम्स देयर माइट बी मोर कम्युनिकेशन फ्रॉम द कॉलेज साइड कि व्हाट यू आर सपोज टू डू. सो इस साल देखो बेटर चीज़ क्या हुई है, अच्छी चीज़ क्या हुई है जो आपके फेवर में है, आपको पोर्टफोलियो बनाने के लिए टाइम ज़्यादा मिलेगा, क्योंकि एग्ज़ाम 2 हफ्ते पहले शिफ्ट हो गया है. तो नाउ यू आर गेटिंग ऑलमोस्ट कितना
4 months.
It's not 4 months, at least you are getting 5 months to prepare the portfolio, which is great time. So work on this, like put the hardest effort in getting the prelims right, and then think of making portfolio. Don't touch the portfolio as of now. That is what my suggestion would be for B.Des, for MDes. एग्ज़ाम पहले होने से आपको लाइक फ़ायदा हुआ है, लेकिन लाइक यूटिलाइज इट फॉर योर बेनिफिट. ठीक है. यस रिया, टेल मी.
So you talked about that what NID wants me. It's like they focus more on how we think. So is it okay for the writing prelims part if the sketching is not that good or clean, but it conveys the idea?
Sketching can be okay, but it should convey the idea. Conveying the idea is non-negotiable. Sketching can be spared. Like that is what I've seen in a lot of people. ज़रूरी नहीं है कि you have great sketching skills. That is totally fine. But if you're not able to convey idea, not negotiable. You have to be good at conveying idea. Even with simple figures, you have to convey it. As simple as that.
And one more thing, sir, about the portfolio. Is it okay if we make it out after the mains and after even our board exams, like Feb के बाद अगर चालू करें?
A good portfolio will not require more than 15 days of good work. I'll tell you. So now you can choose कि you want to reduce it to 15 days or 1 month. 15 days are more than enough to make a good portfolio. Maybe like consider like थोड़ा सा extend करके उसको 1 महीना मान लो. 1 महीने में आपका अच्छे से अच्छा portfolio बन ही जाता है, बिल्कुल बन जाता है. You don't have to worry about it.
Thank you, sir.
ठीक है. Yes. हाँ ही बताओ.
मेरा क्वेश्चन एक्चुअली NID पेपर होता है तो प्री में वो लोग बॉक्सेस देते हैं, ठीक है, डिफरेंट साइज के ना, कि इसमें आपको बनाना है. तो सर वुड एक्सपेक्ट कि हम लाइक बॉक्स को ज़्यादा से ज़्यादा फिल करें लाइक क्लियर वे में, और हम स्पेसेस छोड़ सकते हैं बॉक्स में.
See, you can leave spaces. There's no absolute necessity to fill everything. But the problem is कि that is also an open-ended question कि okay, how are you utilizing space? जैसे कि if you okay, now let's say these are the two things, right? और इतना बड़ा सा space है. Now ये अभी अगर मैं ऐसे रखूँगा तो it look cramped, correct? But
Yes, sir.
in the same frame if I do this, still इसकी identity और इसकी identity same रहती है, but it does not look cramped. Space is working there, है ना? How can you make the space itself part of the sketch is also interesting. तो ज़रूरी नहीं है कि हर कुछ fill करना है, आपको हर space को भरना है, ऐसा ज़रूरी नहीं है. You have to be smart with how can you use space as an element.
Okay, and sir, one personal question I want to ask. I am able to draw. जब मुझे चीज़ें बनानी होती है मैं बना लेती हूँ, देख कर या बिना देखे भी. बट जैसे ही वो बॉक्स में बनाना होता है कुछ भी, वो मतलब मुझे प्रपोर्शन ही नहीं समझ आता कि ह्यूमन का प्रपोर्शन उस बॉक्स में क्या होगा या सीन का कितना बड़ा प्रपोर्शन होगा.
Okay, I'll show you one sketch that I was showing someone. I think यहीं पे कहीं पे. One second. तो देखो, जब भी बॉक्स में you have to start creating things ना, तो you go ahead and make some object first in that box itself. कोई एक object बना लो and then you start creating everything around it. उससे आपका काम easy हो जाता है. जो भी पहला object बनाओगे उससे आप reference बना सकते हो, ठीक है? उससे आप reference बना सकते हो कि कैसा होगा. Okay, I guess कि मैंने lose कर दिया. But okay, I'll cover all these doubts towards end of the session. Let's first cover the SOP MDes के changes because there's lot to discuss वहाँ पे भी. Otherwise अगर मैं ये बोलूँगा तो those things will be missed. So I'll definitely cover these questions for you. Just that अभी के लिए थोड़ा सा hold करेंगे, ठीक है? So now coming on to what is changing in MDes. एमडेस में काफ़ी कुछ चेंजेस हैं, थोड़े से मतलब थोड़ा दुखी भी करने वाला है, थोड़ा खुश करने वाला भी है। आई वुड से खुश करने वाला ज़्यादा है, दुखी करने वाला कम है, इतना बड़ा इशू नहीं है। तो लेट मी शेयर दैट कि चेंजेस क्या हो रहे हैं। जो रूल प्रीलिम्स में हो रहा था कि प्रीलिम्स क्वालिफाई करने के बाद देयर वुड बी नो कैरी फॉरवर्ड ऑफ मार्क्स ऑफ प्रीलिम्स। सब लोग हैं, एवरीवन इज ऑनलाइन?
Yes, we are.
Correct. So I'll tell you what is the major changes that has happened यहाँ पे. So यहाँ पे भी सेम थिंग इज गेटिंग फॉलोड। पहले तो डेट्स के बारे में कंफर्म करते हैं। डेट्स जो हैं NID डैट प्रीलिम्स MDes के लिए 21 दिसंबर, रिजल्ट आएंगे फरवरी 17 को, एंड देन फ्रॉम मार्च 1 ऑनवर्ड्स पॉसिबली यू वुड हैव योर स्टूडियो टेस्ट जो कि कंक्लूड हो जाएंगे मार्च के एंड तक, एंड देन May 4 को आपका फाइनल रिजल्ट आएगा। उसके बाद एडमिशन प्रोसेस का स्टार्ट हो जाएगा। नाउ कमिंग ऑन टू व्हाट हैज़ चेंज्ड। पहले क्या होता था, पहले MDes के लिए 40-60 का रेशियो होता था स्टूडियो टेस्ट और प्रीलिम्स में, कि 40% मार्क्स जो हैं प्रीलिम्स के आपके काउंट होते थे, 60% मार्क्स जो है मेंस के काउंट होते थे। इस बार जैसे B.Des में चेंज किया है कि प्रीलिम्स के मार्क्स कैरी फॉरवर्ड नहीं होंगे। सो सेम थिंग हैज़ बीन इम्प्लीमेंटेड यहाँ पे कि वंस यू क्लियर द प्रीलिम्स राउंड देयर वुड बी नो कैरी फॉरवर्ड फॉर प्रीलिम्स का मार्क्स इनटू द मेंस। नाउ I'll tell you why this is good, why it is in your favor, and why you should be worrying about it. Firstly, पहले क्या होता था कि some people would perform very bad in prelims, still वो किसी तरीके से क्वालिफाई हो जाते थे, लेकिन आगे जाके उनको प्रीलिम्स के मार्क्स की वजह से वो डिस्क्वालीफाई हो जाते थे, क्योंकि उनका मेन मार्क्स जो है वो प्रीलिम्स के मार्क्स को इंक्लूड करके बनता था। तो ये चीज़ NID ने इस बार रिमूव करी है, विच इज़ आई पर्सनली थिंक कि इट्स अ गुड थिंग कि नाउ यू आर जज्ड बेस्ड ऑन योर पर्सनैलिटी रादर देन योर स्किल सेट। सो दिस इज़ अ गुड चेंज विच हैज़ हैपन। तो प्रीलिम्स के मार्क्स कैरी फॉरवर्ड नहीं होंगे, बट अब देखते हैं कि मेंस में क्या होता है। मेंस में जो होता था 60% का वेटेज होता था स्टूडियो टेस्ट एंड पोर्टफोलियो इंटरव्यू को, अभी वो क्या हो गया है, स्टूडियो टेस्ट का वेटेज जो है दैट हैज़ बिकम 40% एंड पोर्टफोलियो एंड इंटरव्यू का वेटेज हैज़ बिकम 60%। नाउ दिस इज़ अ वेरी बिग चेंज। क्यों? लेट्स ट्राई टू अंडरस्टैंड दिस कि ऐसा क्यों है और इसका फ़ायदा क्या है, नुकसान क्या है। सेकेंड, लेट मी जस्ट गो देयर। हाँ देखो, वेटेजेस ऑफ फाइनल, इसके बेसिस पे आपका फाइनल रिजल्ट या फिर आपको सीट जो है NID में विल बी अलॉटेड। अब देखो इसका फ़ायदा, देखो स्टूडियो टेस्ट में 40% है। इवन इफ यू परफॉर्म ओके इन स्टूडियो टेस्ट बट परफॉर्म ग्रेट एट इंटरव्यूज एंड पोर्टफोलियो राउंड, देर आर स्टिल गुड चांसेस फॉर यू टू गेट द सीट, राइट। सो यहाँ पे थोड़ा सा लाइक फॉर यू गाइज इट बिकम्स ईजी, ठीक है। नाउ रिगार्डिंग पोर्टफोलियो नथिंग चेंजेस, इवन दो इंटरव्यूज़ के वेटेज बड़े हैं, बट पोर्टफोलियो जैसे आप पहले बनाते थे वैसे ही अभी भी बनाओगे। देयर इज़ नो एब्सोल्यूट चेंज इन द वे यू मेक पोर्टफोलियोज, ठीक है। तो पोर्टफोलियो का समझ लो वेटेज है इज़ 20%, इंटरव्यू का वेटेज इज़ 40%, स्टूडियो टेस्ट का वेटेज इज़ 40%, ठीक है। तो इस तरीके से वेटेज हैं, इसके बेसिस पे आपको फाइनल सीट मिलेगी। तो एंड वन वेरी गुड न्यूज़ अबाउट यू ऑल इज़ कि लास्ट ईयर तक जो नंबर ऑफ सेलेक्शंस होते थे प्रीलिम्स में, दैट वर ओनली 3 times ऑफ द नंबर ऑफ सीट्स। नाउ दिस ईयर व्हाट हैज़ हैपेंड इज द नंबर ऑफ पीपल हु विल बी क्वालिफाइंग फॉर मेंस वुड बी 4.5 times ऑफ नंबर ऑफ सीट्स। नाउ दिस इज़ अ ग्रेट न्यूज़ फॉर एवरीवन हु इज़ अप्लाइंग फॉर MDes। But having said this, that creates more competition in the mains round. But I think that is doable. Once you clear the prelims, you build your confidence. ठीक है। तो this is the biggest change that has happened कि 4.5 times जैसे पहले 10 सीट पे अगर 30 लोग को क्वालिफाई करते थे प्रीलिम मेंस के लिए, अभी 10 सीट पे 45 लोग को क्वालिफाई करेंगे. So 45 people will be called for every one seat. 4.5 times people will be called for the interview. Now so now like what does it mean? First of all, इसका मतलब ये है कि now this is more of a personality assessment कि who you are as a personality. Again जैसे मैंने बोला ना कि B.Des में जो किया गया है personality assessment को एक major point बनाया गया है. Same this has been implemented यहाँ पे in a much important much larger way. ठीक है कि personality becomes important part of the whole design process. So इससे क्या होगा कि you will be judged more on your skills, more on your personality, your thinking style rather than just skills. क्योंकि देखो एडमिशन आप पालोगे, एडमिशन कर लेके आप अंदर आ जाओगे, you will be able to learn a lot of things. But if you have thinking, right, thinking does not change over the time drastically. So that is something which is there. Now what else? Yes, like how many streams you will be able to fill the form for. Now this is the biggest change that has one of the major change that has happened. So NID में there are different faculty streams. Faculty streams, which is Faculty of Communication Design, Faculty of Industrial Design, Faculty of IT Integrated Design, Faculty of Interdisciplinary Design Studies, Faculty of Textile, Apparel and Lifestyle Accessory Design. ये 5 अलग अलग फैकल्टीज़ हैं जो कि NID में एग्जिस्ट करती हैं. नाउ इम्पॉर्टेंट पार्ट इज कि अभी भी आप दो ब्रांचेस के लिए एलिजिबल हो अप्लाई करने के लिए. लेकिन यहाँ पे प्रॉब्लम क्या है कि अगर आपने इंट्रैक्शन पहला पेपर चूज़ किया तो नेक्स्ट ऑप्शन यू कैन सेलेक्ट बिटवीन दीज रेस्ट ऑफ द 3 ऑप्शंस. एज इन कि आप अगर इंट्रैक्शन सेलेक्ट कर रहे हो तो यू विल बी ओनली एलिजिबल फॉर सेलेक्टिंग बिटवीन डिजिटल गेम डिज़ाइन, इंफॉर्मेशन डिज़ाइन एंड न्यू मीडिया डिज़ाइन. If you are selecting design for retail experience, then you are not left with any other option other than selecting strategic design management. अगर आप टेक्सटाइल डिज़ाइन सेलेक्ट कर रहे हो तो you can select second option between just lifestyle and accessory design and apparel design. Similarly for industrial design, if you are selecting product design, you can only go for universal design or TAD or toy and game design, furniture and interior design or ceramic and glass design. And if you are going for communication design as a graphic design, so you will be only be able to select between photography design, film and video communication or animation film design. Now this change might not be able to be liked with lot of people, but that's how it has been. Is this clear to everyone? Yes? No?
yes.
Correct. So ये major change है regarding selection of different streams, different options. But what is positive about it, I'll tell you. पहले क्या होता था, लोग एक आसान और एक कठिन ब्रांच चूज़ कर लेते थे कि चलो इंट्रैक्शन में नहीं हुआ तो सिरेमिक ग्लास डिज़ाइन में हो ही जाएगा क्योंकि वहाँ पे सीट्स कम है और लोग अप्लाई कम करते हैं. दिस इज़ टू प्रिवेंट दिस पर्टिकुलर थिंग कि people don't apply to branches which they are not going to take seats in. So that is why if you are applying for IT integrated design, you will eventually end up in interaction information or digital or new media design. उसका फ़ायदा क्या होगा in a longer run कि you will be eventually in IT integrated design, so आपका stream drastically change नहीं होगा. ठीक है, आप सेम स्ट्रीम में रहोगे, यू विल बी एबल टू एक्सप्लोर बेटर अपॉर्चुनिटीज़ इन द लॉन्गर रन. ठीक है, सो दिस इज़ अ गुड थिंग एंड टू जस्ट प्रिवेंट पीपल फ्रॉम अप्लाइंग एट रैंडम स्ट्रीम्स, दैट इज़ व्हाट विल हेल्प यू लाइक गेटिंग rid of. So this is the whole idea behind doing this. Now coming on to पेपर कैसे होंगे इसके. तो फर्स्ट राउंड में सबका पेपर जो है कॉमन होगा. पांचों फैकल्टीज़ के पेपर जो हैं दैट विल बी कॉमन, डिफरेंट सेट्स होंगे फॉर श्योर, बट पांचों जो भी 19 स्ट्रीम्स हैं सबके पेपर एक ही पेपर आएंगे, ठीक है। अब एक पेपर आएंगे उसका मतलब क्या है, व्हाट काइंड ऑफ क्वेश्चंस यू कैन प्रेडिक्ट। क्वेश्चंस जो हैं वुड बी मोर जेनेरिक इन नेचर बट येट वेरी ऑब्जर्वेशनल। तो पहले अगर आप इंट्रैक्शन डिज़ाइन में बहुत ही पर्टिकुलर इंट्रैक्शन से रिलेटेड क्वेश्चन आपको मिलते थे, तो नाउ दैट क्वेश्चन विल रिड्यूस इनटू मोर जेनेरिक क्वेश्चन, but yes, observational questions will increase. So observation needs to be really good. Now if you're not doing observation, if you're not doing like just looking around things, understanding how it works, start doing it more, because that becomes your core power here. क्योंकि जब क्वेश्चन जनरिक होंगे सो नुएंसेस वुड बी वेरी मच। सो ये है प्रीलिम्स का। प्रीलिम्स में all the papers would be papers would be same for all the streams। जैसे आप प्रीलिम्स क्वालिफाई करोगे उसके बाद क्या होगा, प्रीलिम्स क्वालिफाई करने के बाद व्हाट विल हैपन इज़ कि प्रीलिम्स क्वालिफाई करने के बाद आपके फैकल्टी स्ट्रीम्स डिवाइड हो जाएंगे। तो अगर आपने इंट्रैक्शन डिज़ाइन का पेपर फिल किया है तो आपको पेपर जो है स्टूडियो टेस्ट का जो पेपर है आपको मिलेगा फैकल्टी ऑफ IT इंटीग्रेटेड डिज़ाइन। इन्हीं 5 स्ट्रीम के मतलब इन स्ट्रीम के पेपर एक होंगे, इन सारे स्ट्रीम के पेपर एक होंगे, इन सारे स्ट्रीम के पेपर होंगे, तो इन टुगेदर 5 अलग अलग तरह के पेपर होंगे सेकेंड राउंड में मेंस में, ठीक है। सिमिलर एक्सपीरियंसेस होंगे बट यहाँ पे थोड़ा सा नुआंसेस आ जाएंगे कि अच्छा ठीक है, नाउ यू आर रिक्वायर्ड टू आंसर मोर इन IT इंटीग्रेटेड डिज़ाइन वाले टर्म्स में, राइट। और इंटरव्यू सबके अलग अलग होंगे। एग्ज़ाम स्टूडियो टेस्ट के जो पेपर होते हैं वो सब एक ही होंगे एक पर्टिकुलर फैकल्टी के लिए, लेकिन जो इंटरव्यूज़ होंगे वो डिजिटल गेम डिज़ाइन के अलग होंगे, इंफॉर्मेशन डिज़ाइन के अलग होंगे, इंट्रैक्शन के अलग होंगे, न्यू मीडिया डिज़ाइन के अलग होंगे, सेम फॉर अदर डिसिप्लिन्स एंड फैकल्टीज। सो दीज आर द मेजर चेंजेस दैट हैज़ हैपन। नाउ किसी को कोई क्वेश्चन है? Now I'm open for questions. Any questions you can ask?
Yes, sir. Sir,
Yes.
This exams usually last time it used to happen for a marathon of 3-4 hours, right? Means the prelims will have that aptitude questions, 20 questions, maybe for half an hour. Then 2 hours for paper 1 and 2 hours for paper 2. Now there won't be anything like that. It will be like seed. You have a single aptitude test and also 5 or 6 questions for sketching.
Correct. So there would be one single. So now अब पिछले साल तक क्या होता था, till last year what used to happen, if you have applied for interaction and information, so you needed to attend paper for interaction separately, like information separately. The duration of exam used to go till 6 hours, 7 hours.
Yeah. It's like it started at around 9 and it went till 3 o'clock. There's no break.
I understand. So so now this has become like this thing has been removed. So you give exam for one paper, you will be evaluated based on that, and then next round, the moment you qualify for next round, then you get to give the exam for particular stream.
So second round will be a studio test come exam. Both will be there, sir.
So second round consists of 3 things. One is studio test, in which questions can be, yes, I'm coming to SOP, guys. Like just wait for like this getting clear. So there are 3 parts of a mains exam. One is studio test. Now studio test consists of 3 questions, 1 to 3 questions, depending on what is the stream. Now these questions can be based on material handling, spatial awareness, or just in general like better thinking of that particular domain which you are applying for. That is the first part. Second part is the interview, and third part is the portfolio. Interview and portfolio happens together. So the moment you enter the room, so now SOP becomes important. So any question that you are being asked to fill in the exam form पे सबको दिखे होंगे SOP के questions, right?
Yes.
Right. Now this is the place where SOP becomes important. if you have written the SOP right, you increase your chances eventually for getting a good place. Because what happens is, whatever you write SOP right now, this would be present in the interview with the interviewers, and they will
They
ask
have,
questions from that. This happened with me.
yes.
So whatever, I didn't know कि this is going to happen, but I did remember what I wrote. So good on that part. So but like what I faced, like it was just a sheer lucky. I did not lose context of what I wrote in SOP. But whatever you're writing in SOP, be very aware कि this is the thing that you will be asked questions on in interviews, apart from portfolios. So in interviews, what happens is they are not interested in what all work you have done. They are more interested in, okay, who you are as a person, like how can you bring on that uniqueness into the table. Because the moment you can go into NID, you will find that all 15 people in your branch are not at all similar to each other. 19 people, 19 different personalities. And that is also one target of these faculty members, to select them in a way, to have the diversity. People will be from different parts of India. People will have entirely different personalities, so that it will allow the conflicts to happen, but at the same time it will allow newer ideas to be born.
Exposures, yeah.
Right. So,
Yes.
so this is how it happens, and then based on that, so now because this year 60% of the things have become more aligned to portfolio, I think that is a very good opportunity to show who you are as a person and why you should be a designer. So
Yes.
that
So
evaluation is happening better.
to add on one more thing, in prelims, then we will have generic questions like interaction questions also, and graphic design questions also, and product design also.
Correct.
Everything will be included, like seed paper.
Yes, yes.
Okay.
So you can expect
Okay.
anything, but always answer based on what domain you are applying for. If you are applying for product design, answer question in context of product design. If you are applying for design for retail experience, you answer questions in context of design for retail experience.
Okay, but okay, I thought like seed will have like 5 different questions for 5 different type
No.
of streams. Like
It will still be subjective in nature. Like I'm sure it will still be subjective in nature. There's not going to be any change there. See, it may they explicitly define that this is for the form, this is for the
create
spatial
logos,
awareness.
create
Yeah.
graphics. One will be product product design question,
Yeah.
like
So
that.
they explicitly define, okay, what this question is all about, and ID
Correct.
never does it. So see, if they define it, then you will eventually do whatever is required. So that is why I see seed as a more technical paper where everything is predefined, and then you have to perform in it. While in NID things are
Open.
technical but very open to thinking.
Yes.
Very open to thinking. Okay, they are testing you. Okay, how far you can think. Like this is a very good song which there's a lyrics which is like how far will you go from the edge of what you know. So that's the exact same statement that I can put for NID exams. So yeah.
So one more question, sir. Like to be the seat number of students qualifying for the next round, it is 4.5. Last time also I gave the exam actually. So my rank was at 30 for general, but still it didn't go through. So what should I target? Actually, we have only 5 seats for general. If you see,
target the same like I like 30 would be qualified this year, but
we can't be sure.
yeah, but the best rank you get, the better you are, right?
Okay.
So any which ways your rank will be redefined in the mains round, but but try securing as good rank as possible. Right. So like consider the target of the last year only into 3. Don't go into 4.5. 4.5 is a good luck thing. But consider 3. Like if you're targeting for into 3, you will definitely get into that
Okay.
prelims
Okay.
list, right? So that is there.
This is the new changes have happened, so entirely different game this year, I guess.
Yeah, for sure. See, patterns keep on changing. It's not like when I gave there was no pattern change. pattern keeps on changing. See, also
Yeah.
there are a lot of people who are coming into design. No, like at that time maybe 6,000, 7,000 people were applying for a stream. Now that number has gone to 25,000, 30,000. Like how, what is the criteria based on which people will be filtered out? That becomes very hard for such a uh, subjective codes.
Valid. Yeah, yeah.
So that is why like this has changed. I'm sure like the discipline selection thing, I'm not sure that this is going to be there for a longer time. I'm sure that this is going to change next year, but this is more of an experimental thing that they have done this year. But I think that's a fair thing, considering how people have been doing, how people have been doing things according to their benefit. I think that is what will stop, and then it will just give a more structure to admission process.
Thank you so much, sir.
No worries, no worries. Yeah. Anyone else? किसी और का कोई question है?
Yes, hi Aditya.
Hey, no problem.
So basically, I wanted to know, like you said about the portfolio thing, it can be anything. So I am assuming it can be a Behance or a website as well.
It can.
So my question was like, how would we present that there, like a website, for example?
So when you enter the interview room, there would be already a screen connected to a screen connected where you will be able to show portfolio. Like have a physical copy of your portfolio also with you in case that does not work. Even if you have a digital portfolio, always keep a physical copy of portfolio with you for the worst case, because you don't know what might happen. Last year also things happened at Ahmedabad campus. Last year, not this last admission cycle only. People went with the digital portfolios and eventually the screen was not working, so they were not able to show the portfolio.
Right. Okay. Sure.
So just have a physical copy as in form of pages. I just kept one for myself. Like however I shown them in the on the screen only, but like I kept it as a safe side.
Okay, so it can be like a PDF printer.
Yeah.
Okay, thanks.
Yeah, just give me a moment, guys. Blinkit से 5 किलो वाला ऑर्डर कर लो ना। हाँ। अरे तू जो अभी SOP कवर ही नहीं किया है, ऑर्डर कर लो ना, वो बंद कर दो। Yes, Devansh.
I hope I'm audible, sir.
Yeah, you are.
Sir, my question was more on the preparation side for these exams. For SEED, we have a lot of previous year question papers available on their website, so we can have a look at them, maybe try to solve them as mock test papers, so we can prepare for the exam. But for NID, I have searched a lot but haven't found anything like that specifically for the recent years, for example, 24, 25. So, could you recommend some, because all these coaching institute, they put their advertisements here and there, and I really have no idea कि किसका मुझे opt करना चाहिए. Could you suggest anything like that?
I think we have previous year papers of NID. I think let's contact Utkarsh. Utkarsh is taking care of the drive space. He'll be able to help you out. We have all the papers of last year NID ka.
Sir, I actually looked into the drive. I don't know if it is updated or something, so maybe I'll look again. But as far as I looked, there were 2016, 17, I think 18, 19 was also there. But for the more recent years, there were just part B questions, which was testing based, and there was I couldn't have any idea of how the format will be for the paper.
No worries. We can help you out with that. See, part A is fairly simple. Half an hour, 25 to 20 questions that you have to finish, and part B has 5 questions for 2 hours. That's the pattern that is there. The problem is on NID website, if you go and find the sample papers, it will be very different. It will not at all give you understanding, okay, is this MDes paper or if this B.Des paper, because I've been seeing from past 5-6 years these papers, it does not match at all with the actual paper that have come. It is just to give you a gist of what kind of questions you can expect, but not the actual paper pattern. I'm not sure like why NID does that. Like still, I'm being from NID, I'm not able to understand why this happens, because they have always been like that. Okay, you cannot ask question paper because of, they give this reason because this is subjective in nature, might create controversies XYZ.
I read that in the handbook.
So like that is very clearly mentioned, and that is the reason why they don't put. But I think we have a collection of all the past year papers. We'll be able to help you out. If not in Drive, just let me know, or let Utkarsh know, or any mentors here will be able to help you out. Not a problem.
Okay, sir. Thank you so much, sir.
No worries. Hey Kamakshi, you have questions?
Yes, sir. I just wanted to clarify the whole paper pattern again, because I was not able to understand when you said कि जैसे सीड में होता है कि it is like one selected paper. I just wanted to kind of understand कि अगर हम 2 strings select करते हैं, so in these 2 strings will we still have one single paper, or is it again going to be divided, like the part B is again going to be divided?
This year it would be one single paper.
Okay, but will there be specifications of अभी जैसे for example हमने select किया होगा information and universal, तो उसमें information और universal के questions के लिए will there be specific questions regarding that कि we are looking, this question is specifically focused on this particular department?
Okay, so this year you cannot apply for universal and information together. That's the one thing. So if you are going for universal, probably you will be able to select any other branch from industrial design.
Okay.
And if you are going for information design, then you can only select from IT integrated design courses, which is interaction design, information design, new media design, information design, and digital game design. So that's how it has become. So you have to be very sure okay, what you are going to choose for as options in the exam.
Okay.
Paper remains 2.5 hours only. One, like half an hour for 20 questions, part A. 2 hours for 5 questions, part B.
Okay. Got it.
Guys, I'll just quickly brief you about SOP, and then I'll take further questions after this. Okay. So understanding what SOP is, like SOP is basically like, it's called as statement of purpose. Statement of purpose is asked from all the major institute. Like it has started from MBA in IIMs, and it has trickled down to IITs and NID eventually. MDes में SOP का like rule is there since 2019. Like 2019 was the year when they introduced SOP. SOP writing 3 questions, and then it is being carried forward. IITs में second round में you need to do, like especially IIT Bombay, IIT Delhi, IIT Kanpur, every IIT like requires you to write an SOP. Now understanding what SOP is generally like a cover letter. You all know about cover letter? Yes? No? I'm sure many of you would be understanding. So just understand SOP is a cover letter for your candidature at NID. Okay? And what are the things that you should be aware about? Can anyone just quickly put those questions of this year's form into the chat if possible, if anyone has anything open. So I'll tell you what is the purpose of it. So generally, what are the mistakes? I'll just cover what are the mistakes people do, and that should be avoided entirely. Generally क्या होता है कि people praise the institute a lot कि NID has done this, NID ये, NID वो, like NID this, NID that, मतलब कि अगर मैं NID में आ जाऊँगा तो this is my dream come true. That is absolute wrong context. NID knows कि they are great. Like why they need to why do they need to learn from your answer कि they are doing something great? There's a legacy which is followed. They don't need to know all these things. They are more interested in why you are coming to NID, your purpose of NID, your reason to come to NID, and how you have reached to that. Hey Sushmita Yadavi, I'll just cover these questions post this. Okay, just give me 5 minutes. So they want to know, okay, who you are as a person, what made you choose design, and why NID is helping you do that, and what if you are given seat at NID, what are the things you will be able to do which otherwise other than NID you will not be able to do. This is the whole context of SOP, and you have to frame your answer based on this. बहुत ज़्यादा तारीफ नहीं करनी है, अपने जर्नी के बारे में बताओ, हर चीज़ को एक्सटेंड मत करो. दो लाइन में ट्रांजिशन दिखाओ कि हाउ डिड यू सेलेक्ट टू बी अ डिज़ाइनर, दैट्स गुड इनफ. उसके बाद टेल कि ओके व्हाट आर द थिंग्स यू वांट टू डू एट NID, एंड NID ख़त्म होने के बाद व्हाट यू विल बी एबल टू अचीव. These are the three sections under which you can do. It follows for MDes, it follows for B.Des also. Like it is in general. Okay. There has been,
Sure.
okay. Yes.
Can you give an example of like how you would write it, or like
Okay,
how you would wrote it?
let me see if I have SOP already written. I should be having it. I'm not sure. NID के लिए I'll just quickly check. So I possibly might find my own SOP of NID, but again, like don't go with whatever is written in that. If I'm finally able to show you that, because things are entirely different. What I wrote it like back in 2019, 2018. SOP. Pixel and Okay. List of selected candidates. CD Oh yes, finally I found my own SOP NID का. Okay, so can everyone see my screen and just let me know? Is it visible? Yes. So
Yes.
Yes.
this is the exact SOP I wrote for my NID. So there were 3 questions. Why do you want to choose design as a career? For us, it was asked to be uploaded as a PDF. 1 second, there's someone who is. But like I would still say, don't just go with whatever you are seeing. So this is the format that I have tried to follow. It was asked, why do you want to choose design as a career? Design is something which drives me, and I have the ability to turn ideas into design. To understand this, I have to go a little back to my colleges when I was pursuing my B.Tech in computer science. Soon enough, in my early phase in college, I got realization that I was not made for engineering, because all I did was keep practicing random design techniques, and fortunately was getting better at it. I started learning more about design domains and its industry application and started taking projects. And soon after my college ended, I knew where I would be taking myself to, and that role was a designer. It has been obvious with time that I cannot do much better with designing. It has been my turning point in life, and I am very much dedicated towards it. I'll be choosing designing over any other option when it comes to career. So this is what I written कि decide क्यों career के लिए. तो ये था. तो यहाँ पे एक जर्नी है, but there's a very affirmative journey which yes, there's a very affirmative intent I wanted to show कि no, ज़िंदगी में कुछ भी है तो डिज़ाइन ही है और कुछ नहीं है. मैंने बहुत कुछ ट्राई किया, but nothing worked out. This is what I can do. This is what I am good at, and if given chance I'll be better at it. And now coming on to why do you want to take up this specific design discipline, which is interaction design. I want to choose interaction design over other discipline because I feel connected to the problems that are being faced by users, and it may be some non-speaking creature like birds and animal also. In other words, I am empathized by those situations and some ideas get triggered to my mind towards solving it. Since interaction design is a discipline which focuses on making the interaction very simplified and user-centric, I want to increase my knowledge base towards design thinking and research to find a way that combines with my existing design wisdom and solve real-world problems. And it fascinates me in all ways. In addition to that, I find myself be able to contribute to the society in the same way by making their experience better, maybe building smart devices or accessibility or simple apps that our elders can use to carry out their usual tasks without knowing much of a rocket science. And now यहाँ पे मैंने NID का intent I have tried to bring in, क्योंकि NID is very socialistic institute जहाँ पे they think a lot about people, कि what we can do for the people, and how we can make things happen. So इसलिए everything has been done in that way. ठीक है. Same goes for B.Des also. And then this was the third question: what makes you think you qualify for the program discipline that you intend to pursue? I think I am able to come up with new concept that focuses on solving user problems through design, and that is what interaction design focuses on. It focuses on designing as smooth as interaction as possible when the user between the user and product. It aims to solve the customer needs or things which simplify the daily life and well-being of target users. Keeping all this in mind, I think myself to be qualifying as I can come up with solutions which are dynamic, is suitable to be implemented not only for humans but to our biosphere also, which has a greater need today, to the remote section of the society, and bringing them together to form a better and strengthened society and individuals needed. So again, like societal context जो है, that is what has been covered, जिससे you get to know, okay, like you are aligned to the goal of NID, as simple as that. ठीक है. Just give me a moment, guys. Once again. Yeah. So this is what my SOP is. I'll try to find IIT Bombay वाला SOP जो मैंने लिखा था. There would be, वो कहीं पड़ा होगा, मुझे बस थोड़ा देखना पड़ेगा. Like suddenly मुझे मिल गया तो I was able to show you all, guys. But I can show IIT Bombay, IIT Kanpur का, IIT Hyderabad and IIT Delhi का SOP, whatever was there. So yeah, I think that's about SOPs. Any particular questions about SOPs you can ask? Yes, Soumya.
So you just mentioned that you wrote different SOPs for the different IITs location. So you require a lot of SOPs. That means you cannot say use the same SOPs everywhere.
Yeah, for sure. So, the intent was to understand what college does, what college has to provide to me, and then frame my SOP according to that. If I had to know I have to know what IIT Delhi provides as a design discipline, which will be beneficial for me, and I can frame my answer according to that. So maybe the context would remain the same, but overall phrasing would change entirely, which aligns more towards IIT Bombay, IIT Delhi, and so on. That's how we tackle it. और उसके बाद किसने क्या क्वेश्चन पूछा है? हाँ, सुष्मिता, okay, please write brief statement about including details of interest, hobbies, not more than 900 characters. Now see, Sushmita, like this is what, like whatever you are writing, this is very personal thing, but align it to what you might be doing related to that in NID. Let's say music is my hobby. I like to explore music a lot. Maybe in same context to music only, or playing guitar, playing piano, I can put my answer in relevance to doing something at NID. I think that can be a better place to do. So always think कि the questions are not straightforward. जो भी पूछा जा रहा है, that is not intended to be written also. Think through it, align it according to NID or any college what you are applying for, and then write the questions. How do you think this course will help you? This is the same question that अभी जो मैंने दिखाया. Please write brief statement about yourself, including details of your interest, hobbies. ठीक है. So again the questions remains the same. जो question अभी मैंने दिखाया, it is almost similar. There's not much change happening. This is same thing that you need to write.
Hi, just one more question I have.
Yes, tell me.
So the second question, it says like write about your interest. So do we have to mention design here again, or we can skip that?
Don't mention explicitly design. Take them through the journey where design coincides somewhere. Don't start with design. Maybe write something which made you choose design. Maybe it can be as simple as like making things. Like I as a kid, I used to break a lot of toys, take out DC motors out of it, build stuff, and then keep going. These things are also something that you can put down your life experiences. Like, okay, who you are as a person, how you have been doing things how you have been doing things in a certain way. I think that will help you a lot. Because they are not like skills and all you'll be able to learn once you get into NID. That's absolutely, like, you have to show intent of getting into NID. Okay, because if not NID, I don't know what I'll be doing, because this is what I've been trying to do, and I all I can think is NID only provides that, but like, not being very cheesy about it.
Right. Okay. So do we have to like sound very professional in our like the things we write?
Not too professional. You can be a little informal, but don't be a very casual.
Right. Okay.
Yeah. Write it as if you are explaining it to some colleague of yours. You are not that professional, but still you're decent enough.
Yeah. Thanks.
Yeah. No worries. I come from this place which is rich in art and culture, so I can, yes, you can include, yes. Sir, if I am taking exam for both interaction and information, what would be the duration of exam? There would be still 3 hours, 2.5 hours. This year, that is the change that has happened.
So we need to write this SOP during the online application?
Yeah.
While applying online,
yes. When you are filling up the form, then that is when you need to write these SOPs. Also, guys, like, just if you think the SOP is not turning out well, just get it vetted through me or Siddhi or anyone, any mentors in the group. Like, totally fine. We can have a dedicated session just for reviewing SOPs also. But don't make sure just be aware that this is what will be in front of examiners or interviewers when you are sitting in the interview, as straightforward as possible. Because this happened with me. They ask you, okay, you want to save bioswap, now tell me how will you save this. I never knew कि okay, this is what will be asked. I just wrote good answer, but I was able to manage to answer it. But yes, like then I got shocked. Okay, I should have given it a thought before writing it, but eventually it worked. Yes. हाँ उत्कर्ष.
भैया यूट्यूब पे ना काफी लोगों ने कमेंट किया है करके.
Oh, sorry. I don't know why this video keeps getting stuck. Like, this is very painful. Okay, Katyani is answering portfolio में क्या किया जा सकता है. Like, it does have to be big art project. You can include whatever your personality reflects as a artwork, as a design. Anything can be a part of portfolio. Any small childhood project also that you could have done, वो भी चलेगा portfolio में. But portfolio, like again, like we can have a discussion on portfolio, but as of now ये important part नहीं है. Portfolio is not important immediately. We'll have a detailed discussion. ठीक है. And doubt regarding question pattern, mainly general knowledge, ideas mainly political affairs or something. Moreover, regards past year affairs, how many years should I keep track of? Follow general awareness questions which has happened recently. बहुत पुराने नहीं पूछे जाते हैं NID में. बहुत पुराने क्वेश्चन नहीं पूछे जाते हैं NID में. रीसेंट इवेंट्स जो भी हुए हैं एक साल 2 साल के, आई थिंक दैट शुड बी गुड इनफ, क्योंकि इस पे क्वेश्चन भी पूछे जाते हैं पार्ट बी में. लाइक आई रिमेंबर जब मैंने एग्ज़ाम दिया था, दे हैड बीन वन वेरी बिग ट्रेन एक्सीडेंट इन अमृतसर. ट्रेन एक दूसरे के ऊपर चढ़ गई थी. And the question that was asked to me was, Utkarsh, can you put the link? I think the people जो
मैंने डाल दिया है, किसका डाल दिया मैंने.
ठीक है. तो वहाँ पे क्वेश्चन मुझे पूछा गया था, create an infographic to show or to explain people what happened in Amritsar train tragedy in a storyboard form. Now firstly you need to understand हुआ क्या था पहले उस न्यूज़ में, तभी आप बना पाओगे. स्टोरी बोर्ड बनाना तो बहुत रॉकेट साइंस नहीं है, लेकिन आपको पता होना चाहिए कि हुआ क्या था उस न्यूज़ में. सो दोज काइंड ऑफ क्वेश्चंस कैन कम. आई हैव डाउट रिगार्डिंग क्वेश्चन. ओ ठीक है. सीड और NID के लिए साथ में प्रिपेयर कर रहे हैं तो किस एग्ज़ाम के लिए ज़्यादा एम्फेसिस किस टॉपिक पे? आई थिंक बोथ एग्ज़ाम्स फोकस ऑन सेम टॉपिक्स. कॉलेज बस अलग है, एग्ज़ाम सिमिलर है, कोई अंतर नहीं है इसमें, लिटरली कोई अंतर नहीं है. MDes in TAD April design, will it be okay to do without any bachelor's? Yes, it is not required to like in NID it is not at all mandatory to have a design degree prior to be eligible for applying into MDes. So you can apply. Yes. Write a brief statement. Okay. What should be the size of physical portfolio? A4 size, it works very well. If not, A3, not more than that. In-person sensitivity test would be possible that you might be asked questions or you might just be observed. So that is how it can be. It is more of a presence oriented thing, rather than you interacting with some person. Why did you choose NID and not IIT? I did qualify for IITs. I already took admission in IIT Delhi, but because NID was always my first choice, so that's why I joined NID. It's not like I want to demean IITs and all. It's not like I have great friends at IITs who work with me, who are still who have studied at IITs. It was just my personal choice of getting into NID. Yes, Soumya.
Someone wrote in the group that you were able to crack the exam with the preparation of a week. Just wanted to know, how did that happen? What did you do?
See, that's a half-baked story. So that is why you should not believe everything that you read. See, if I have to put my study time, yes, it was 1 week. I did study for like dedicated study I just did for 1 week, but that is not all. It does not complete the story. So I was already working in design. I was working at Amazon back then as a visual designer. So almost by the end of third year at Amazon, I joined NID. So just consider a lot of things I was already doing, like apart from the preparation also, which helped me get into the context of design. So maybe you're not reading it, but experiential learning is also of a great weightage, right? So that is also there. So maybe you might not be sitting on chair and table and then studying about design. That's not how design happens. I am giving UX workshops and design workshops since 10 years, since 10-11 years, that I started around my BTech time. And like since then I've been giving different workshops, and like I've been into different IITs for these workshops. I've given for UX design, graphic design workshops, motion design workshops in different IITs, even before I came to NID. So everything shaped up that experience. So maybe like it looks very fascinating to say, okay, 1 week, everything like, whoa, this looks very fascinating. Ki how can someone crack in 1 week? It's not like that. Maybe at those 1 week, I only looked at areas which I didn't know about. But other than that, I was already having an experience. I was already studying things a lot passively, which was not directly relevant to NID, but it gave me an understanding of a better design world. Like if I have to tell about me as a person, I one second. If I have to tell about me as a person, so I particularly read a lot about design. There's a website called as Interaction Design Foundation. I'm sure you might be aware of uxplanet.cc. Then usertesting.org is there. Usertesting.org, and in general there are a lot insanely different number of blogs which are there. I love reading about. It's not only it's not that I want to read. I am intentionally reading it. I just like reading about newer technology blog, newer white papers of what newer startups are doing. So many things like that, and that helps me build different things. I like to follow different launch events, where different developer events, different design launch events. I keep going to a lot of design meetups in Bangalore. I last week I think I did one session on that also. I didn't go to Design Yatra. So I keep doing these things, which builds the design vocabulary over the period of time. So maybe there might not be a dedicated learning, but there's an experiential learning which helps you do that. And when that happens, a lot of observational things come into context. So maybe someone was talking to like I was having a chat with one mentee yesterday. They were, how do we do observation? The problem was I don't know how to do observation. It's not like it's about how to do observation. It's more about like, are you consciously doing observation or subconsciously doing observation? The moment you start doing subconscious observation, it works. लेकिन अगर आप conscious observation करने लगोगे, it is not going to help you at all. जैसे अगर आप कुछ देखने लगोगे, ओके ठीक है, अब मैं इसको ऑब्जर्व करूँगा, इस ऑब्जेक्ट को, आपके पास क्वेश्चंस नहीं होंगे उससे पूछने के लिए, उस पर थिंक करने के लिए. बट व्हेन यू डू इट सबकॉन्शियसली, आई थिंक दैट हेल्प्स यू अ लॉट. सो ऑलवेज डोंट डू टारगेटेड ऑब्जर्वेशन, डू इट सबकॉन्शियसली. ठीक है, कूल. आई थिंक
I just had one more question. So in NID, I have read somewhere that there are like less numericals as compared to seed.
There
Is
are
that
no
right?
numericals in NID. Absolutely
Right.
no
Okay.
numericals in NID.
So like studying maths is like not a necessity,
if,
right?
if you are studying for seed also, You have to.
No, they're like just for an ID.
This one ID you don't need.
Okay, thanks.
Yeah.
I had a small question about one more about the application.
Okay.
So for the stream selection, like I have two subjects of commerce and two subjects of humanities. So should I just select the other option?
What option you want to select?
Hello?
Yeah. What option you are planning to select?
Yeah, so I had a question if I should select humanities or should I select the option other?
If it falls in humanities, you can select. If you're not sure, you can select others.
Okay, thank you.
No worries. Yes, Divyansh.
Sir, I had another question regarding the questions in the NID paper prelims. And saw 2016 and 17 papers, and वहाँ पर क्या था कि जो GS का section था वो ज़्यादा बड़ा था. And when I compared them with seed, तो seed में GS का section काफी छोटा था, कुछ ही questions थे. So has the pattern changed over the years to decrease those questions? ऐसा कुछ है?
Nothing like it. NID का part A is very much awareness oriented. How much you are aware about design and world around you. That's the whole context. While seed says ki okay, do you know numericals, do you know arithmetic progression, do you know MSQs, do you know MCQs, you have to be good at everything, and then early you get it. Even though level दोनों के same होते हैं, there is absolutely no difference in level of questions which are asked in NID and IITs. So it has been always like that. कोई change नहीं हुआ है उसमें, so don't worry about it.
Okay, sir.
Yeah. I think I personally think my experience giving seed was much more surprisingly easy as compared to giving NID. That might be very different. I've mentioned it multiple times to people, but yeah, you might feel very different experiences while you give seed and NID both. So it depends on person to person. But yes, both the exams are great. Enjoy the exam when you are giving the exam. I think that gives you the things. SOP questions? Yes, Anushka, tell me.
I have a question. It's not related to prelims NID, the first round, but basically the third round. I'm just curious. So I have heard that people, so the interviews are mostly like that you have an experience. So what are you doing here?
Don't
So
worry
will
about
they
it.
ask-
There's always a mix of it. There's always a mix of it where if they are selecting people with experience, so they will also select people with not having experience. Don't worry about it. Everyone is judged equally. There's absolutely no necessity to think a lot about it. Those things are taken care of. These people are selecting people from past almost just consider how many years. 1962, how many years? 40, 50, 60, almost 65 years. They know in and out of how to select right people. So even if you are worried about whether you will be able to compete with people with experience or people who are freshly out of college, that's not even a question. You don't need to worry about it. You give your best. Let the rest be handled by them. Okay. Yes, Dimash.
Sir, this question is a bit more community based. I'm asking on the context of Designforge. This is a marvelous community, and you guys, the mentors, and all the other guys are helping so many students. For example, we can just text Utkarsh anytime, and he will reply you every time, and we can ask you for guidance. So my question is, how did it begin, and why did you came to be a part of it? You know, what was the motivation behind it? Ki, okay, I will not get much back out of it, but I would like to give something to other people.
Okay, like first of all, thanks that you love this community. Like I'm guessing everyone loves like being part of this. But see, this came with the intention. I'll tell you why this whole thing came into existence. Designforge is not like, we did not start it because we wanted to build a coaching institute. That's not even the intent of building this as a coaching institute or anything in future also. I just wanted to build a community where people know more about design. The whole and context is to get yourself more aware about design, even without or with or without in premier colleges. Like, I think everyone deserves to know about design. I think everyone deserves to or has a right to practice design, because what I felt, like I've been into these many years into this design industry, what I felt was that design is very elitist domain, where people who know about design, they are only coming into design. But like, this is from my own personal experience. When I have been to different colleges, I've been to colleges where people don't know shit about anything. Like, they don't have any clue about their life only. And when they knew about design, they got a spark in their eyes. Okay, I can finally do something which gives me a meaning. That is when I decided, okay, I'll build a community. I've been doing mentorship for free of cost. I give my personal time for a very long time. Like, this is Designforge is now a community that has been set up. People have been reaching out to me on LinkedIn, Instagram, so and so forth. Like, it was not like I never, like, I have never personally turned back any aspirant if the time was there. It's only to help. And I think a lot of people are already doing good. A lot of people are at different IITs and IDs, and it feels good to be. It's not like, yeah, I'm just helping them out. They will they will also come back as a having this gratitude. Okay, let's work together. It's not about just building or helping people. It's about preparing next set of good designers uh, in the community. People, there are very less people who can actually think. Everyone can claim to be a designer, but people who are actually designers are very less. So the purpose is to make more designers, not people who claim to be designers. And that's the whole in context of bringing out Designforge. There were almost lot of questions being flooded in my LinkedIn. Okay, how do I approach NID and all? That okay, I'll try to build a platform. I was very skeptical at the start. Utkarsh started preparing. I met Utkarsh last year in October, almost 1 year ago, and he was also preparing for the exam. And then we started having conversation. And then he took a lot of initiatives to bring the community to life. Like, there's a big contribution of Utkarsh also. I think like you all should like give a hands up for him also. Like, there had been conversation, and then later on it got turned into a community. So see, there are a lot of coaching institute. Like, even if there are people from coaching institute on this call, like, I don't care. I don't mind. I literally, I don't care, because like, those people think, okay, we are the one who is turning their business down. I think like, if you are all there in the call, whoever, I would say try getting your basics right, so that I don't have to work a lot. If you are not doing something right, that's why people are coming to us. Like, that's as simple as that. You do the work right, no one will care. Like, everyone wants to get the right education. No one wants to get into the boundaries of, okay, I need to pay for each and everything, even for the very basic information, just because you claim to be, okay, I know everything, and then you just give some normal information. I can send you 1,000 links with having the same or better information there. So I think that's something these institute need to realize. I don't have a particular hate about them, but I think like, do your work right so that we don't have to jump in. And people who are there with like along with us, they know what we are doing. We are not a business, but we are just doing the right thing for the people. I think that's how I want to put it. Great. So that's the story behind Designforge. Like Designforge was earlier this used to be called as White Space Design Foundation, where I have already conducted a lot of workshops already in different colleges, including IITs, triple ITs, NITs, ISC Bangalore, and so many different colleges. This is just Designforge is just an extension of White Space Design Foundation. I've been doing this for almost 10 plus years now. Up like taking out time from my my professional time. I can choose very easily not to contribute. Like I can choose to just take out my personal time because मैं क्यों ही करूँगा? But I like teaching people. I like having more design conversations. That's why I'm here. Nothing else. So yeah, that's about us.
Well, that was a beautiful take on current design for situation and conditions. And I feel like this community is helping a lot of people who are unable to opt for expensive education materials and coaching classes like you. So there are other coaching classes, and I feel like the people tend to join Designforge because they think, okay, fine, like I'll join Designforge, I'll see what they have to offer, and because it's free, right? It's almost everything is free of cost, and they're like, okay, fine, I'll see. And when they come over here and they see such beautiful community, they're like, okay, fine, I don't need anything else. I'll just stay with these guys and I'll develop over the time. So I think that is something Designforge offers really well.
Yeah, I think like for that, like credits to everyone. So like it is you only who is making it up. Like I'm just one person, just working as a catalyst to make things happen. And like there's absolutely no necessity. When we started, like the intent was not to force anyone to bring onto this community. You like it should be as organic as possible. You tell people, like if you find value, you'll eventually tell more people. So that's how it should be. If I am doing other way around, then I will be eventually doing marketing only. Marketing is not the right word. I just want people who are really intended into design to be to exist here. Otherwise, I don't really care. Like there are people who just join, they keep leaving. I don't mind people joining and leaving. People who want to stay, they will stay. They will learn and all. Right. So yeah, there's a question from Anjali. We have to prepare Part B as per the specific faculty. If we are selecting two streams, like for product and universal design, we have to prepare as per industrial design. Yes, you have to prepare. So even the question papers are common. It's your take. It's your take that you solve questions based on that particular domain on which you are applying for. I think that would be a better place. It will put you at the better place for qualification.
Hi, sir. Good afternoon.
Hey, Aryan. Good afternoon.
Yes, so actually I have a question like, as sir, you're from NID Bangalore, and your rank was really good, like 3. So why not NID Ahmedabad? Like, why Bangalore? Like, is it good for interaction design or something?
Unfortunately, interaction design does not run in Ahmedabad campus. That's why I would have loved to stay in Ahmedabad campus. I've been to Ahmedabad campus. It's a beautiful campus. Just that all the R&D branches, all the IT integrated branches are there in Bangalore. all the like core classic branches are there in Ahmedabad, and some of them are in Gandhinagar. So all 19 branches are divided into 3 campuses. So let's say if you are selected for interaction design, you have no option other than to come to Bangalore campus.
Oh, so like the seats were allotted to you, you had no choice.
Yeah, no, it's like interaction design is there in Bangalore campus only. There's no other campus which have interaction design.
Okay, at that time.
Yeah.
Okay, got it. So like right now it's better, right?
Sorry?
It's better right now than Ahmedabad.
See, Bangalore, Gandhinagar and Ahmedabad are one campuses only. Don't consider them as 3 campuses. So
because they are in Gujarat, so.
Yeah. So Ahmedabad, Gandhinagar and Bangalore are one campuses only. They are not different campuses. Just that they are placed at different places. But NID Bangalore is also called NID Ahmedabad only. It is just an extension campus. The campus is extended to Bangalore. But if all the things happen from NID Ahmedabad only.
Oh, okay, got it.
So it's not a separate entity, it's one entity only.
Got it.
Yeah. Yes, Sanskriti. I'll take 1-2 last questions and then we'll close the call.
Okay, where I had a question regarding the prelims question paper. So उसमें we have the part B वाला जो section. उसमें the questions are like, what do you think? The questions are going to be covering the other like all the faculties का question mix होकर के, या फिर there are going to be questions which are more inclined towards the fundamentals of design and testing you on that.
I think the MDes के लिए fundamentals of design they will not touch. It is more towards B.Des side. For MDes they are looking at how like what depth of thinking you can get into. So the question that you can expect is very generic questions but highly observational. So you have to solve questions based on what streams you have selected. जो भी questions मिलेंगे तुम्हें वो that will be mix of all the domains. But you have to answer it based on what domain you are applying for. That is how you become more relevant there.
Alright, okay. Thank you very much.
Cool. Anyone else? I think, hello sir, I am applying for IT integrated design. The work include my portfolio. It can be anything. Don't think if you have some similar project in the portfolio which aligns that, well and good. Not mandatory. जो भी काम तुमने किया है पहले, if you think that's creative, that defines your personality, put that into portfolio. Don't think this not I can. But yes, you can take your sketchbook as the portfolio. Maybe not everything. Pick up some decent work or the really good work which you think and put that in portfolio. I think that should be good. Yes, Vishmita.
Sir, a last question. Actually, for the prelims exam, if there is a question like solving a issue or a problem through designing a product, is it necessary or is it a good thing to add the future scope, the benefits, the disadvantages and stuff? Apart from drawing.
It is good, but do not go too much into detail. Like always see what is asked in the question, write that much only. Like you can go you can go blonkers about what you want to write, but the idea is to show it more visually, communicate it more visually rather than more textually, because then it will consider the experience of examiner also. They are checking papers of lot of people. If you write lot of text, it will be so hard for them to understand what you have done. Rather than that, just make it more visual. It's okay to be okay visual, but try to make it in that way. I think that helps a lot.
Okay sir, thank you.
Yeah, no worries. हाँ उत्कर्ष बताओ।
भैया इसमें मैं एक चीज ऐड करना चाहूँगा ना, मेरे पास काफी डीएम्स आते हैं बहुत ज्यादा, मतलब ये कम्युनिटी क्यों स्टार्ट की गई और क्या मोटिव है करके, और कुछ कोचिंग वालों का कॉल आया था रिसेंटली, तो वो हमारे डिजाइन फॉज के मॉक के इंतजार में थे, मतलब उनको लगा कि मॉक और डिजाइन फॉज की तरफ से लॉन्च होगा, तो ये पेड है, क्यों कर रहे हो, ये सब चीज़ आप क्या बोलना चाहोगे इस पे, एक लास्ट मैसेज। और यहाँ पे काफ़ी कोचिंग के फैकल्टी जो हैं, कुछ के नाम नहीं लूँगा मैं, बट मैं जानता हूँ, उनके कॉन्टेक्ट से मेरे पास, तो वो यहाँ पे आए इस सेशन में, तो उनके लिए क्या आप बोलना चाहोगे करके।
आई थिंक ठीक है, वट एवर दे वॉन्ट टू डू, लेट देम डू, इट्स they are doing their due diligence. We are doing what is right for us and people. We are not into getting into business of doing things. ये अगर हमें business ही करना होता तो we could have done it much ahead with this scale of people. Like अगर मुझे business करना ही होता तो मैं why would I have chosen अभी ही? I'm doing this for a long time. That is not the intent. So if you are able to, like, if you are good, like if you are like if these people are like daring enough to change my intent, maybe that is something I want to test. But I don't think that should like entertaining these kind of people should be like a conversation. I think बात करना ही बेकार है, तो like let them do, like वो तो कुछ ना कुछ करेंगे ही, फर्क नहीं पड़ता है. आई थिंक यही मैं कहूँगा और कुछ नहीं. Because see, this is the people are not, mentors are not putting time because they want something out of it. Mentors are putting time because they want to build a better future. Maybe it is you who is going to run maybe next generation of designers. That's how it is. Like it is our responsibility also to do things for upcoming designers. Because someone has to take it. People who are doing it well and good, I'm with them. People who are just turning out to be a business, I like literally, I'll tell you, like I know lot of design institutes, lot of design coaching have personally reached out to me कि आप मेरे यहाँ ज्वाइन कर लो, आप सीड का डिपार्टमेंट संभाल लो, आप इसका डिपार्टमेंट संभाल लो, आप उसका डिपार्टमेंट संभाल लो और हम साथ मिलके काम करते हैं. मैंने कहा कि आपका इंटेंट मुझे पसंद नहीं आया, आपको बिज़नेस करना है, मुझे नहीं करना है. तो जब आप बिज़नेस करना छोड़ दोगे, लोगों के बारे में सोचोगे, फिर मुझे बताना, क्योंकि जब मैं नहीं कर रहा हूँ तो फर्क नहीं पड़ता है. Like I am a kind of person who can sit with you to discuss design for 8 hours, 10 hours straight without even asking anything for it, because it's not about me telling you about, it's a lot of learning I'm also getting from you. I'm just there to share my experience as a mentor. I'm not a coaching faculty. So like people have tried to trap, I'll tell you, these coaching, like these institute, designers academy, design boat, 10K designers, I'm sure कि बहुत लोग जानते भी होंगे इसके बारे में. Everyone reached out to me कि ठीक है, ये हमारा कोर्स है, ये पढ़ाना है, हम इतने पैसे देंगे. I said कि तुम्हारा कोर्स कंटेंट ही बेकार है, this is not going to help people. Like the thing is कि if you bound designers in framework, it's not going to help. The idea is to let them think. If you are not thinking, see, like I'll tell you one very simple thing. As a designer, if you are not able to make people think, you are not itself a designer. You cannot qualify to become a designer. Thinking is at most sheer importance, non-negotiable thinking, and that is the basis of everything. मतलब कोचिंग इंस्टीट्यूट 10 आपको बुक पकड़ा देंगे कि देखो ये पढ़ लो, आप डिज़ाइनर बन जाओगे. बुक पढ़ के कभी कोई डिज़ाइनर नहीं बना है. लेट मी गेट दिस स्ट्रेट फॉर यू. पीपल हु आर टीचिंग एट कोचिंग इंस्टीट्यूट हैव नेवर टेस्टेड द कॉर्पोरेट लाइफ. ऑल दे आर डूइंग इज दे आर जस्ट टीचिंग एंड दे आर जस्ट फॉलोइंग दिस भेड़ चाल जिसको बोलते हैं. दैट इज़ वॉट दे हैव बीन इनटू. एज सिंपल एज दैट. So the requirement is not to become that. Bring out real insights, which can help people. क्योंकि देखो अदरवाइज इट विल बी स्टैगनेंट. ये IIT वाली कोचिंग नहीं है, ये JEE मेंस की कोचिंग नहीं है जहाँ पे चीज़ों को रटना है, समझना है, आगे बढ़ना है और उसको जाके उड़ेल देना है और आप क्वालिफाई हो जाओगे. यहाँ पे 10 लोग हैं, 10 पर्सनालिटी के साथ, 10 एक्सपीरियंसेस के साथ. उन 10 का कंपटीशन ही नहीं है. दे आर कम्पीटिंग विद देम सेल्व्स. आप अपने आप से कम्पीट कर रहे हो, आप 10,000 लोग से कम्पीट नहीं कर रहे हो. दैट इज़ वॉट यू हैव टू अंडरस्टैंड. You have to you have to bring out the best version of yourself. That's the whole context. People who are able to understand this will come and sing with me. And people who are just trying to poach people, like, best of luck to you. Like, I don't mind. Like, people who are like light-hearted or kamzor dil wale, bilkul unke sath, like, I cannot tell them anything other than all the best. So ठीक है. Cool. I think that was good enough session. Thanks everyone for joining in.
Thank you so much. This was so insightful. And I absolutely love the work you're doing.
Yeah. Thanks.
Thank you, sir. Thank you very much.